Start recording. Welcome. So good to see you guys. So go ahead and just get comfy in your space. And then come here. Ooh. So much, right? Like so much. And I just kind of wanted to start things off because, I mean, just like full disclosure, I've just been kind of like an emotional mess. There's just, there's so much. And I'm so grateful for our community. I'm so grateful for the breath and the movement of yoga. But one thing that I saw today that I really wanted to just kind of start off with is a quote that I found. And it says, "Crying is a krya. It just means that we are full, so go ahead and let it flow." And just in case you're wondering what a krya is, it is, according to Wikipedia, it's most commonly referred to as a completed action. So it's a yoga technique. But it's meant to achieve a specific result. It comes from the sutras, and we won't get into all of that, but basically, not that any of us need a excuse to cry, but sometimes when we recognize that we are literally just full, right? Like we've just like had it, like up to here with, everything. Let it go. And let the tears be your krya. Like let yourself just flow. And it's all part of our process. It's all part of how we manage our own emotions. So, don't feel like you need to hold back because you got to be strong or you got to be this or that. Just know that all you need to be is you. And, when it's time to find that release, just let it be, let it happen, right? So with that being said, I want you to not necessarily start crying, but if you want to, you certainly can. What I want you to do is I want you to try to begin to let something go, okay? I really want you, and we're not gonna be able to let it all go. We're not gonna be able to clear our minds completely. I love the idea of that, but it's just not, it's not reality. But maybe in our centering today, maybe in this beginning space, we are able to find ourselves in a place where we can get comfortable enough, we can begin to breathe, find stillness, and maybe in that particular space, we can find an opportunity to begin to release some of our sadness, some of our apprehension, some of our anxiety. So get there, go to that space, and then just be quiet, be mindful, all of the things. But more importantly, it's just be. A few moments here in our carved out space that we created for ourselves here on our mat, to breathe, to release, maybe to shed a couple tears, and to find peace. noticing where the mind takes you. These moments of quiet and stillness. No judgment, no anticipation, no need to feel like we need to change what it is that we're thinking or feeling. Just being with those thoughts. And in your next breath, start to find your way into easy seat if you're not there already. So just getting into that cross-legged position. And then when you're ready, put your arms out by your side, just tent the fingers. So pressing the fingertips into the mat, separating the arms a little bit wider, maybe wiggling those fingers out a little bit further, and then pressing your fingertips into the ground. From here, bowing your chin towards your chest and taking a moment in this space, feeling connected with the earth, feeling connected with your breath, and feeling connected with your thoughts. I'd like for us to each think about dedicating our practice to someone that we know that is really bearing the brunt of what we have been going through collectively as a human race, but especially to those that are feeling it a little bit more deeply due to the color of their skin. Bring that person to mind. Send them the love they deserve. And know that as we make our way through practice, we are dedicating our love, our energy, our breath to them. And slowly lifting your head up, reaching your arms up overhead, bringing the palms to touch. And then pulling the palms into your heart space to seal that dedication. Pressing your thumbs in towards your heart. And then taking a great big breath in. Open up the mouth and let it go. Again, breath in. And breath out. One more time, fullest inhale. Bring it all in. And then opening the mouth to set it all free. On your next breath, go ahead and release your hands again down by your sides, this time just next to your hips. And then from here, unwind your legs. And then start to bring your feet over towards the right side of your mat. So bring your right foot in towards your right hip. Okay, so you've got that right knee pointing out towards the right corner of your mat. And then bring your left foot so that it's just kind of pressing into the inside of that right thigh. Okay, all right. From here, reach your arms up. And then use that left hand to grab onto the right wrist. Lift up. Oh, and then take a side bend. Yeah, feel that stretch. Yeah, opening up through the right side body. One more breath. And come back up through center. Switch out the hands, this time right hand grabbing left wrist, and then taking that side bend over to the opposite side, this time opening up through left side body. Maybe the gaze underneath of that arm. And then bring it back up through center. From here, releasing the right hand towards that left knee, bringing that left hand behind you, and then sit up tall. Feel a great big reach through the crown of the head. And then on your exhale, send your gaze back behind you. Look behind that left shoulder, still feeling the lift through the heart, through the chest, through the chin, through the crown. And then bringing it back through center. Just take it over to the other side. Twist it to the opposite side. This time, looking back behind that right shoulder. And then as you come back through center, bring the hands in front of the body and just start to walk your hands out in front of you. Bring yourself down as far as you can. And then maybe release the elbows to the ground. Maybe release your chest so that it's resting on the inside of your left shin, your left calf. Maybe the forehead can come all the way down to the ground. And I don't care if your butt's lifted up. I just want you to bow, just fold. Just take a moment here. Feeling the head hang heavy. Maybe you can press your weight back a little bit further into that low back, feeling a little bit of a stretch. And then slowly beginning to rise back up, hands coming in towards the body. Bring the hands behind the back and then use a little bit of momentum. All right, so press into the hands and then lift up through the hips. Should feel like a really nice stretch through that right hip flexor. Nice big opening through the collarbone, through the chest, gaze up, and then slowly lower yourself down. Begin to unwind the legs, and then take them to the opposite side. So this time, bringing that left heel to the outside of the left hip, bringing the right foot to the inside of that left thigh. Nice. Finding your balance, and then reaching the arms to the sky, and this time, grabbing onto that left wrist, reach up, and then take that side bend over towards the right. It's a little less balanced here, but feeling a stretch, a little bit of a pinch, maybe even through the hip, and then bringing it back through center, grabbing the opposite wrist, a little bit easier this time to take it into a deeper side bend. Maybe gaze, again, underneath of that right arm. Awesome, guys. Come on back and through center. And then this time we take the twist over towards the right, bringing that left hand to the right knee, right hand behind you, sit up tall, and then just start to rotate. Feel yourself wringing out through the spine, gaze back behind the shoulder, feeling lifted, and then back through center. Just take it over to the other side, opposite side to twist. Maybe getting a little snap crackle. Nice. And then finding your way back through center, hands out in front of you. And again, we begin to bow, paw our way forward, releasing yourself to the best of your ability. And maybe that just means keeping the hands on the ground and the gaze out in front of you. Maybe it's the elbows releasing, maybe it's the chest releasing, maybe it's the forehead releasing. Just seeing if you can't shift weight back a little bit further and engaging a little bit through the low back, a little bit of a cat back. Awesome. Final breath here in your fold. And then bringing the hands back in towards the body, back behind the body. And then again, let's find that lift. So press into the hand, lift through the whole hip, whole pelvis. Yeah, pressing into the fingertips, gaze up, shine your heart. One more great big breath. Good stuff. Lower the hips back down. Bring the hands back out in front of you and then roll up onto the knees. Now keep your knees wide and bring the soles of the feet together. All right. Shift your weight back. If this is too much, you can always sit on a block, right? But go ahead and feel yourself lift up. So you're sitting on your heels now. Yeah. Arms reach up towards the sky. And let's take a side bend over to the right. Center over to the left. A couple more times, just side to side. Noticing if the shoulders feel tight, maybe you can relax them a little bit more. Yeah. Last time, side to side. And then coming back through center, reaching the arms up, gaze up. And then again, we're going to find that lift. So hands come back behind you. Press the hands down and then lift the pelvis up, gaze up, feel the heart open, belly right there, vulnerable, right? Open for the world. all back in. And then again, find child's pose here, walking the hands forward, noticing what feels best for you. Great big breaths so you can feel the belly rise and fall right there in between the legs. Hopefully feeling a little bit of a stretch through the inner thighs. One more deep inhale. And then from here, send the gaze to the thumb, start to lift yourself up, and then find your way into your tabletop position. So bring the knees behind the wrists. Any wiggles that it takes in order to get to that space, go ahead and find your way there. A couple of breaths for whatever feels good. Maybe it's cat and cow, maybe it's a little hip circle action. Maybe you just stay still. Right? Maybe you stay in that one space and just feel all of the feels. Nice, guys. One more time through. And eventually coming back into that neutral tabletop. From here, we're going to send the right foot back. Press the toes in towards the mat. A couple times to rock back and forth. A little bit of a stretch through the wrist. Get the calf warmed up. Squeeze in through the belly. And then next time you come forward, go ahead and lift that right leg up. So feel yourself bringing that foot maybe right there in line with the hip, and then drop the toes down. Lift the foot up, and then lower down. 2 more times. Lift and lower, lift and lower. Nice. Take a breath. Let it go. And then again, lift that right leg up. This time we're going to send the left arm forward, and then we're going to put it together. So drop the toe, drop the pinky finger, and then lift up. Lower down, and lift up. 2 more. Feel that balance. Try not to grip with those right fingers, and then bring it back to lifted. All right. From here, we're going to bring elbow to meet knee, so bring it in, re-extend, drop it down, lift it up, squeeze it in, re-extend, lower down. A couple more times, lift up, elbow to knee, back up, lower down. One more time. This time as you squeeze elbow into knee, think about that cat back, and then see if that right heel can't lift up a little bit closer in towards the spine. Maybe the chin comes in towards the chest, feeling yourself squeeze it all in tight. Re-extend everything out, and then drop it down. 1 round of cat and cow. So belly drops down, gaze goes up, and then press and scoop back into table. All right, here we go, other side. So we start by sending those left toes back, and then take that rock and roll back and forth. Lovely, juicy stretch for the wrist. And then coming back. All right, here we go. Left toes lift, feel that glute, and then drop. Lift and lower. Try not to let that pinky toe roll out to the side. Try to keep that pinky toe reaching down towards the ground. One more time. Lower. Breath in and breath out. Lift up the foot. This time, right fingers reach forward, and then drop the fingers, drop the toes, back up. Lower and lift. What's going on with the belly? Can you squeeze it in? Yeah. Nice. One more time. And then coming back to everything lifted, let's squeeze it together. Extend. Elbow to knee. Send it long. 2 more. This last time we hold. So again, press firmly into that left hand, bring it all together, and then notice if that left heel can't come up just a little bit closer. It takes a little bit more ab work, right? A little bit more abdominal strength. You've got this. Just 1 more breath. We extend everything back out, and then drop it down. Nice. Keep the knees together, and from here, shift the weight back, take child's pose. Release the chest towards the thighs, elbows down, Let's take it over to the right. So walk the hands over to the right as you shift your weight towards that left hip. Try to let the forehead just relax down. And then finding your way back through center, take it over to the left. Back through center. All right, from here, go ahead and take a look at your thumbs, okay? And then start to lift yourself up. The shoulders a little bit further past the wrists. So knees are still down, tops of the feet still pressing into the mat. Start to squeeze your elbows in. We're taking it down for a slow lower on a count of 5. So here we go. Begin to lower down for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Nice. Go ahead and drop your forehead down to the mat. Again, tops of the feet pressing in. Hands just right there a little bit. Just about underneath of your shoulders. And then let's find our way to baby cobra. So start to lift your chest up. Yeah, start to feel your heart open, shoulder blades starting to find their way towards one another. And then lower yourself down. Lift through the forehead, lift through the chest, shoulders up. And then exhale, lower down. One more time, lift it up. Baby cobra, baby bhujangasana. And then lower down. All right, so this time we'll add on. So we'll find our way into baby cobra, start to lift up. And then this time as you lift up through the shoulders, start to lift up through the knees. So feeling the backs of the thighs, the backs of the knees reaching up. And then lower it all together. Lift up the chest, the forehead, the knees, squeeze it in. And then lower down. Be mindful of that low back. Here we go, one more time. Lift up the chest, lift up through those knees. And then take it down. Drop the right cheek to the mat. Just keep your hands where they are. Pull your feet in towards your bum and just give yourself a little bit of a side to side windshield wiper. All right, so we're gonna take it into perhaps a full cobra here. So go ahead and release the feet back down. Now, if you have low back problems, then just keep with that baby cobra. Otherwise, if you feel like your low back is feeling like it's in a good space, then from here you press into the hands and then start to lift yourself up into that full cobra. And then bend the elbows, come back down. Tap your nose and then lift back up. Lower down. One more time, lift up and lower down. All right, let's add the legs. So this time, maybe again, you're coming into that baby cobra with the knees lifting. Maybe you're finding your way into your upward facing dog. So we start by lifting up through the chest and then lifting up the knees. Lower the knees down, lower the chest down. Here we go again. Full cobra, start to lift up and then bring the knees along for the ride. Lower the knees and lower the chest. Last time, find your way up. Maybe this time we hold, staying right there. Beautiful, one more breath. And then lower it all down. This time dropping the left cheek to the mat, bringing the feet in towards the bum, and then taking that windshield wiper from side to side. Before we find our way into flow, let's get a nice shoulder stretch going here since we're already on our bellies. So release the feet down, arms out like a T to start. Go ahead and center gaze over towards that left hand. And then bring the right hand to the outside of the right ear. Okay. From here, start to roll yourself over onto your right side. So you can stay right here. It's the beginning, right? We haven't done a whole lot yet with shoulders. So if this is it, this is it. Maybe the feet stay stacked. Maybe bring a block underneath of your head. You can keep it lifted or drop it down. Other options would be to lift up that top leg, bring it back behind you. Last option would be to send that top arm up towards the sky. Nice big stretch. Shoulders, chest. One more breath. And then coming back through the center. This time extending the right arm out, bringing that left hand in towards the left ear, rolling over to your right side. Again, either keeping those feet stacked, maybe that foot comes back behind. Perhaps that left arm reaches to the sky. So many options. You choose what works for you. One more breath. Awesome. Come on back down. From here, let's find our way into high plank. Start to warm it up a little bit. So start to curl the toes under. Hands right there underneath the shoulders. Start to lift yourself up. Coming back into the idea of that full cobra. And then this time we find our way as we lift onto the toes, coming into our high plank. So here in high plank, just starting to rock back and forth a little bit. And there's that stretch for the wrists. Being mindful that the pelvis isn't dropping down, it's not rising up. You're trying to keep yourself level here. We're gonna breathe for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1, bring your left hand underneath of your nose, keep the feet where they are, and then reach that right arm up towards the sky, a little bit of a twist. Bring the right hand down underneath of the nose, and then left arm up. Keep going side to side. If you need a break or you want to drop to your knees, feel free. Just opening up side to side. One more time, right arm up, and down, and left arm up. Coming back to high plank, and then hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Begin to pedal it out, shake out the head and the neck, wag your tail, let it go. If you need to take a child's pose or you want to take a child's pose, please feel free. Have about 3 or 4 more breaths just to do anything that feels organic here. Nice big breaths. Breath will get us through anything. And then eventually, if you've found your way into child's pose, let's make it back together into our downward facing dog. Send the right leg up to the sky. And then look forward, step the right foot forward, drop the left knee down. Go ahead and reach your arms up towards the sky. Yeah, see if you can't sink a little bit lower. One more breath. And then hands down to frame the foot. Curl the left toes under. And then without sweeping the foot, step it back to down dog. Breath in and breath out. Left leg up. Look forward. Right knee to the earth. Heart shines, open up, feel it. Use all the energy, share it. And then hands down. Curl the back toes under, lift up that right knee. And then back to down dog. Breath in. And out. Again, right leg up. Look forward. Left knee down. Rise up. Open up into a twist this time. So reach that right arm back, left arm forward. Look back towards that right thumb. Maybe you can sink a little bit lower, finding a little bit more space here. Final breath in your twist. Back up to the sky. Again, feel the heart reach. And then hands release. Curl the left toes under, lift up that left knee, and then back to down dog. Breath in, let it go. Left leg up. Look forward, step it through. Right knee to the earth. Take it up. And then we twist left. Yeah, maybe you've got a little bit more space. Maybe not. Mindful those shoulders are just chilling. Look back towards that left hand. And then find your way back through center. Hands frame the left foot. Curl the toes under. Here we go. Back to down dog, Urdhva Mukha. Breath in. And out. One more time. We'll add on the right leg up. Step it through. Knee drops. We rise. We twist. Coming back through center, this time taking that half Hanumanasana, so hands down to frame the right foot, and then shift the weight back. Maybe you have blocks, maybe you walk those hands underneath the shoulders. Let's take a big inhale, and then use the breath to bring the chest closer to the thighs. Try to keep your chest reaching forward. Final deep breath here in your stretch. And then releasing that right heel down, hands come back to frame. Left curl, left toes curl, and then back to down dog. Find your breath. Send it away. Last time through here, left leg up. Look through. And then drop that right knee. Here we go. Come on up. Kneeling crescent. And open up. Bringing it back for center. Hands down. Left toes up. Shift the weight back. Yeah, always option to use something to bring those hands a little bit closer up. See if you can't feel the breath as it really pulls in and lifts you up. And then the exhale is where you start to release, to let go, to find peace. Bringing the chest closer towards the thigh. One more breath. And then releasing those left toes down to the ground. Last time to find your way back to downward facing dog. Big breath in. And then exhale, let it go. Slowly, slowly beginning to find our way towards the top of the mat. So just start to tiptoe your way. Take your time, no rush. And then once you get to the top of the mat, go ahead and separate those feet to hip distance. And then bring your hands to your shins for halfway lift. So lift up. And then exhale, fold. Inhale, lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, fold, Uttanasana. One more time. Find that half lift. Flatten out through the back. Feel your tailbone reaching back. And then this time as we fold, go ahead and bend deeply into the knees. Bring the chest towards the thighs. And then sweep your hands behind you. Interlace the fingers. Right thumb is on top. And maybe that fist stays right there at your low back. Maybe your chest remains right there on the thighs. But wherever you are, let your head hang heavy. If you'd like a little bit more through the hamstrings, begin to work your tailbone up. And if you'd like a little bit more through the shoulders, start to find some space between your low back and your fists. 3 breaths here. Slow and controlled, where you get to feel all of those juices flowing. One more breath. Then back into the knees. If you found the length through the backs and the legs, release the hands down one more time. Inhale, halfway lift. This time as we fold, we bring those hands out to the side. Reach it out and find your way all the way up to Hastasana. Palms together overhead. Really work to bring those elbows and upper arms in line with the ears. From here, steeple your fingers, so cross that right thumb on top of the left, lift up, really feeling that a little bit of pressure between the arms, and then take a side bend over to the right. Try not to let yourself roll forward, stacking shoulder on top of shoulder, and then bringing it back up. Take that bend over to the left, and back through center. Go ahead and interlace all the fingers now. Flip your palms up towards the sky. And then from here, coming into a little bit of a standing cat. So begin to press the palms forward and then around into the spine as the chin comes in towards the chest. Notice that the shoulders start to kind of release. I want you to release the shoulders. I don't want them up by the ears, but I don't want them relaxing all the way down either. I want you pressing your palms forward, finding some activation through the upper arms. Last breath here. And then reaching the arms up towards the sky. Release the hands down by your sides. And then roll the shoulders up, back, and down. Go ahead and press firmly into that right foot. And let's find our way into a tree posture. Lots of options here, okay? First option is our kickstand. Maybe we're at the shin. Maybe we've got the foot to the inside of the thigh. Or maybe we're coming in for half lotus. Yeah, your choice. You decide where you're at today, okay? Get those legs situated. And then again, interlace the fingers, press the palms down. Sweep the palms up. And then hands come behind the head, so bend the elbows. See if you can't start to send your gaze up towards the sky, keeping those elbows nice and wide. Squeeze in. Take 2 more breaths. Maybe you can find a little bit more opening through the heart, squeezing those shoulder blades back ever so slightly. 1 more deep breath. Re-extending palms up, bringing them to the heart, and then releasing the foot to the earth. Breath comes in, and breath goes out. This time, bringing that left foot to ground into the mat, and then you choose, right? Whatever variation you'd like to take, just being mindful to keep that foot away from the knee, protecting the joint, okay? Once the legs are where you want them to be, notice if when you bring your fingers together to steeple, whichever finger is in front naturally, switch it out. Bring the opposite one in front. Yeah, always good just to change things up. But and press the palms down, and then extend the arms up towards the sky. Yeah, here we go. Hands behind the head. Just chilling in our beach chair. Open up. Shoulders, just stay relaxed. Wiggle wobble. Smile. It's yoga. This is the good stuff. 1 more deep breath. Press palms back to the sky. Thumbs to the heart. And then foot to the ground. Beautiful. Arms reach high. Look up. Exhale, bow down. Halfway lift. Hands to the earth. Go ahead and step it back to down dog. And then make your way into plank. Vinyasa, your choice, knees up, knees down. Flow through Chaturanga Dandasana. Coming back to downward facing dog. Right leg reaches up. Step the foot forward. Rise up, high crescent lunge. Yeah, sink into that front knee. 1 more breath. Hands down to the mat. Step it back, down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Gaze forward, hopper step, top of the mat. Halfway lift. Bow and fold. Take it to the sky. And then release right back down. Halfway lift. Hands down. Step it back. Make your way through your vinyasa. Yeah, however you want to find your way, whatever back bend works for you, you choose. And once you get back to down dog, left leg goes high. We step it through and rise. High crescent lunge. Maybe we can find a little bit more space. Try to keep that right leg straight. 1 more breath. Hands down. Left foot meets right. Down dog. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Feet to the hands. Inhale. And exhale. Rise up. Linking that breath to movement. And then bowing as you exhale. Halfway lift. Hands down. Maybe you have a jump back. You want to jump back, just be mindful that you're jumping back into bent elbows. And then back to down dog. Right leg to the sky. And step it through. High crescent lunge. Does this sound familiar? Go ahead and open up that twist to the right. Yeah, same thing, just not on that back knee. Reach up, look back. And then find your way back through center. Hands down to the ground. Try not to sweep that foot as you step back. Use the abs. Hold for the breath. And then look forward. Back to the top. Inhale. And exhale. All the way up. Maybe a little bit of back bend at the top. And then fold and release. Inhale. Exhale. Take it through a vinyasa. If you start to feel like you've had enough vinyasa, feel free to skip. Always your choice. Left leg goes up. Step it through. Rise high. And then twist left. Yeah, balance, right? Funny thing, day to day. Bringing it back through center. Gaze up. Hands down. Step back. Inhale. Exhale. Look forward. Step or hop. 2 more rounds. Inhale. And exhale. Take it high. And release. Halfway lift. Hands down. Vinyasa or no vinyasa. Downward facing dog. Right leg up, but you know where we're going. Step it through. Go ahead and rise up. We find our twist. We bring it back through center. And then from here, hands come down to frame that right foot. Lift the right toes up, shift the weight back. Breath in. Ooh, chest to thigh. One more time. Exhale. Go ahead and release that right foot back down to the ground. Take it back, down dog. Breath in. Let it go. Look forward. Come back to the top. Last time through. Inhale. Hold. Reach up. And release. Halfway lift. Hands down. Vinyasa. Half low. Down dog. Left leg up. Step it through. Here we go. Anjaneyasana. Twist it out. And try to keep your chest reaching forward. Look back though. Back through center. And then hands down to frame the foot. This time the left toes lift up. Try to keep yourself as square as possible. And then use the breath to fold. Nice. Then release the foot down. Step it back to down dog. And release the knees to the earth. Take a child's pose. Just let it go. Maybe finding a little bit of movement here from side to side. Shifting your weight. Giving that forehead a little bit of a massage. From here, and then send that gaze back towards the thumbs. Make your way back in through tabletop. And then let's find our way back into that high plank. So step the feet back. Yeah. All right. A little bit more of a challenge. So here we go. Drop the right elbow down and drop the left elbow down. Press the right hand into the mat and the left. Drop the right, drop the left, press into the right, press into the left. One more time each side. Yeah. Right elbow, left elbow, right hand, left hand. Hold here for 3, for 2. Last breath. Hips to the sky, down dog. Pedal it out, shake it out. Yeah, wag your tail. Head goes side to side. Oh, feels so good. Yoga. Gosh, feels so good. Can you tell I really needed this today? Thanks for just coming along. One more breath. And then look forward. Make it to the top of the mat. Find a halfway lift. And then exhale, fold. This time, coming into ragdoll. So grab opposite elbows, head hang heavy, and then just sway it out. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Be kind to yourself. Be kind to your hamstrings and your low back. Finding compassion for those spaces that oftentimes ache. And then releasing the hands down. Arms go wide. Go ahead and rise up. Palms touch overhead. And then thumbs to the heart. Close the eyes for a moment. Notice. Yeah. Come back in touch with your body, with your breath, and where the mind is at. Feeling the beat of the heart underneath of your thumbs. And then opening up your eyes, finding our way to our dancer pose, Manta Raj. So start by bringing your hands to your hips, okay? And then keep that right foot grounded. We're just gonna simply sweep that left foot back, grabbing onto the left foot on the inside of the foot with that left hand. Bring left knee to meet right. And then from here, reach your right arm up towards the sky. Bring the thumb and the forefinger together, coming into our mudra. Squeeze the belly in. Start to feel yourself lift up. And then on your exhale, begin to hinge forward, finding your dancer. Yeah. Maybe that foot can start to come up and over the head. Notice if that knee is starting to kind of press out towards the side. Try to bring it back in. Just one more breath here in our dancer. And then coming out the way we came in, bring that knee back up. Release the foot down. Nice. Inhale. And exhale. All right, here we go. Other side. This time sweeping that right foot back, grabbing onto the inside of the right foot with the right hand. Knee meets knee. And then left arm reaches up. Thumb and forefinger together. Big breath. And then slowly beginning to hinge forward. Finding this beautiful, beautiful yoga pose, right? It's one of my favorites. It's challenging, but it really does just look so beautiful. One more breath. Slowly finding your way back up. And then releasing the foot down. Bringing your palms to heart center. Roll the shoulders up, back, and down. And then from here, just go ahead and step your right foot back, coming into our warrior two. So reach through the arms and then bend into that left knee. One of my favorite flows. From here, we're going to take the bend out of the front knee, come into star. Find your warrior two at the back of the mat. And then back to star. Warrior two, front of the mat. Star. And back of the mat. So just get lost in this flow. Yeah, close your eyes. Notice the sensations. Maybe you're feeling this in a place that you didn't anticipate, but with the eyes open, it's a little bit more worried about maybe where you're going or what you look like. If you close the eyes, there's really no way to anticipate how it should look or feel. I just want you to notice the body. This is a good way in and out of this warrior two. Take it one more time, side to side. And eventually we're going to land in our five-pointed star. Turn around and face you guys. From here, we're going to make our way into our goddess pose because, heck, that's what we are, a bunch of goddesses. Go ahead and bend your elbows into those cactus arms. And then lift up onto the tiptoes. All right, a little bit of a balance there. Yeah. Then pull the heels in, drop the heels down, and sink into your goddess. Yeah, maybe shifting the weight side to side. Just finding a little bit of movement. And then settling into stillness. Yeah, notice if the knees roll forward, try to press them back. Shoulder blades working their way together. Lots of space between the fingers. Just 2 more breaths. Maybe you can sink a little bit lower. One more time. And then take it back to that five-pointed star. Yeah, maybe a little bit of a back bend here, so reach your chest up. Come back to warrior two, front of the mat. And then hands come down, step it back. Vinyasa if you'd like to. Straight to down dog where you rest if you're not feeling like any more vinyasa. Nice. Take another breath. Let it go. Reach your right leg up to the sky. And then step the right foot forward. Drop your left heel down. And then open up into warrior two. Yeah. So let's go through that flow a few more times. Take it to your star. And then to the back of the mat. To star. Front of the mat. Again, just get lost in it. One more time. And then finding your way into your star pose. Yeah, back to star. And then again, squeezing those elbows down, shoulder blades together, lift up onto the dip toes, and then pull the heels in, coming back into our goddess pose. All right, so start to feel yourself reach up, back. So this time in goddess, we're just gonna hold for another breath as we sink into it. And then my favorite, release the hands to the tops of the thighs. Oh, this is a good one. Go ahead and drop your right shoulder down and then look back behind the left shoulder. And just hold for another breath as you twist. And then come back through center. Drop the left shoulder down. And then look over that right shoulder. Yes. Nice, one more breath. Come on back. Come back through goddess just for that one breath. Star pose. Warrior two, front of the mat. And then hands come down. Last option for vinyasa. Take it if you want it. Forget about it if you don't. Back to down dog. And then knees to the earth. Shift your weight back. Take it to child's pose. Again, notice the movement of the breath. And slowly begin to walk your hands in towards your body. Lift your shoulders up. Let's take a camel pose. So from here, starting to lift yourself up onto the knees, maybe separating those knees about as wide as your hips. And then from here, take a couple swim arms. So reach the right arm up to the sky and then just tap that right heel behind you. Bring that right hand back, tapping the front of the right thigh. Left arm reaches up, tap the left heel. And then bring it back. One more time. Open up through that right, through center, and left, center. All right, coming into camel. Pull the elbows together, shoulder blades squeeze, look up towards the sky. You choose, right? Your version, your camel pose. Yeah. Nice. One last breath. And then again, begin to shift your weight back. Take it into child's pose. Release the elbows, release the forehead. And then walking the hands in towards the body. This time, just shifting your weight over towards your right hip. Extend your legs out in front of you. Give them a little bit of a shake. And then walk your feet in towards your body, bringing your knees to your chest. Go ahead and give yourself a hug. Grab onto opposite elbows and release your forehead towards your knees. Lift your forehead up and extend your arms out. Yeah, so thumbs up towards the sky. Maybe you walk those feet out a footprint distance. And then on your next breath, slowly, slowly begin to find your way down onto your back. Taking your time to get there. And then once you do, extend the left leg long. And bring that right knee into the chest. Maybe a couple of circles to the ankle, through the knee. And then sweeping that right knee across the body for supine twists. Extending that right arm out, trying to press the right shoulder into the mat. One more breath. Bring it back in. Give it one more little tug. And then extend the right leg. Bring that left knee in. Again, any little movement here, ankle, knee. Just stay still. And bringing that left knee across the body. Looking over that left hand for your twist. Slowly bringing it back. Just one more little squeeze. And this time extending the left leg out, reaching the arms up overhead. Oh, great big full body stretch. Maybe lift up the heels so that you can make some circles. And then roll out through the ankles. A little snap crackle maybe. Release the heels down and then bring the hands down by your sides. Let your palms flip up towards the sky. And then settle into your final resting pose. Coming back to that idea of if you feel full, if you feel as if it's time and you're overflowing, use the breath, maybe release the tears. No judgment, no anticipation. Just settling, feeling supported by the earth, knowing that you are loved, you are important, and that you matter. Begin to take a great big breath in. And on your exhale, let it go. Slowly beginning to reawaken the body. Small movements, fingers, toes, ankles, wrists. And eventually reaching the arms back overhead one more time in that full body stretch. Hugging the knees into the chest. Well-deserved hug. And take a moment to roll off to your right side. You may have heard me use this quote before, but I just feel like it applies to about everything. Trust the wait. Embrace the uncertainty. Enjoy the beauty of becoming. Because when nothing is certain, anything is possible. Take your time. Press yourself back into easy seat. Reaching your arms back up overhead to bring those palms in touch. And then thumbs back to your heart. taking another moment to acknowledge your dedication. Because as the same as you, they are loved, they are important, and they matter. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Thumbs to your forehead. Namaste. Thank you, everyone. Thank you for being here. Thank you for practicing and sharing your energy. This evening, there is a women's circle. So I think that starts at 7 o'clock. Tara is leading that. So if you would like to be a part, I think it'll be pretty amazing. So if you'd like a little bit more information, you can find it on the website. But yeah, you guys just keep doing everything that you're doing. Let the tears go. Feel the feels. Yeah. But thank you guys again for being here. Okay. Have a great evening and a wonderful rest of your week.
Thank you so much, Christina.
You're welcome.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you. Namaste.
Namaste. Love you, Kathleen.
I did, oh wait, here, wait. Can you hear me?